Weich of BeyondComics.tv. Graig, how are you doing today, my friend? Good, yeah, nice to meet you too. Nice. I was like, my eyes were closed, and then I turned around. I was like, what's going on? No, but how are you doing?
Good, good. Thanks. It's so nice to be back at ComicCon again. It's just a great feeling.
Yeah, I mean, ComicCon, you know, I've had a lot of opportunities to go check out a lot of independent artists and seen just a lot of great work overall. But I have to ask you about your work. I mean, what are you pushing out there? Because you have some pretty cool projects.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, you know, I started my independent comic book company called BeyondComics.tv, and over there we're creating new superhero characters, and it's been such a thrill to just be able to add to the whole wonderful gamut of heroes out there.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to do something that, you know, fans that are my age and younger grew up loving, and kind of do something for all of us guys too, you know?
Yeah.
And I know they're doing so many reboots and things, and they're messing with the original origins and stuff like that, and oh my God, there's so much controversy. So I said, you know what, let me just create some new heroes that I could add, you know, to that wonderful world. And it's been really hard to get there, but thank God, with all the support of the different celebrities that we got to come on board, you know, as our spokespeople, it's been really, really a blessing come true, you know?
Yeah, you actually have quite a I guess a cast of characters. You have Adrianne Curry, you have I believe Coco as well. Yeah. I mean, like, tell me, how did that collaboration begin?
Well, that's a great question. Well, one of the things is I always had it in my mind to turn Adrianne Curry and Coco and some of them into superheroines. So I said, Jesus, I wonder how we're going to go about that, you know? And it's really funny because once, I mean, I spent, my God, almost a year trying to work on that. And I did all this stuff myself. It was very difficult. But I would like to give a shout out to the two Michelles, you know, a go-to girl. They're amazing, and they really helped make it happen. And Lavinda Noel, which is Beyonce's cousin, who does beautiful wedding design stuff. I happened to be introduced to them, and they knew Coco, and you know, they got word to Coco about it. And then one day, Coco calls me up, and I thought it was a joke, and it wasn't. And I was so excited, and she's just amazing, you know. And then what we ended up doing was she had me come on her show, Ice Loves Coco, with Ice-T and Coco. And, you know, they came down with me to my art studio for about 3 months. They filmed us, and the process of me turning her into our character Cleo in our new comic book, which is called GEKDIO. Actually, this guy right here.
That's awesome.
Thanks, it's been really cool. And then when she jumped on board, I get a phone call from Adrianne Curry, and I was like, oh my God, shout out to Phil Biardo, by the way. And it's just been amazing that they all wanted to jump on board. Then we got Gary, which is, of course, Gary Delabate as Baba Booey for you Stern fans out there from the Howard Stern Show, who we turned into a ninja in the actual comic. And the amazing thing is that Howard Stern, actually they did an interview and a little piece on us, which was mind-blowing, because I didn't have to go on there with tampons up my nose to get on the Stern Show. They actually did it for my career, my job. It was so great, you know? So I was really, really excited about it. It was a great feeling.
No, I mean, that's really just, I guess you could say, an eye-opening experience for a lot of independent comic book artists. Now, I do want to ask you about that struggle, right? That being an independent artist, it is tough. I mean, you're trying to get recognized. You're trying to do something that is creative and different. I guess, how has that journey been for you overall?
That's a great question. It's one of the things I think a lot of people don't really reveal or talk about, but it is probably one of the most stressful, exhausting, I can't take it anymore, I'm going to quit feelings that, you know, you're faced with, because it's not easy. No one's doing it for me. I don't have a publicist. I don't have people who go out and make these things happen. I bang down doors myself, and I've been doing it forever because it's the only way to say, hey, us independent artists have a voice too. And, you know, I love the big companies, but it's very hard for small guys like us who have ideas and dreams to try to get our work out there. So a lot of it is perseverance and really, honestly, being your own best critic. I'm very hard on myself. I've made terrible, terrible errors in judgment and mistakes through my career, trying to learn from them with the best of intentions, but not realizing how other people might interpret it. So I had to kind of become my own editor, you know what I mean? And I have a long way to go. There's a lot of amazing writers and artists out there who I just look up to, and I just think they're so amazing, and they haven't gotten the recognition that they deserve. And I hope that by some of the interviews and the doors I've been able to break down as an independent artist and writer and creator, that maybe it will open the doors for them. And if not, maybe I'll hopefully one day get to a position where I could bring them on board with me and then get them the exposure that they deserve too.
I do believe that's certainly very important. You know, we see a lot of great talent out here. So I do need to know about this film that you had put out there. I mean, you were telling me about it before we went on air. What's going on? You had a film and actually won an award, if I'm correct, at one of the film festivals. Just share that information.
Absolutely, that was another dream come true. You know, one of the big things that happened was I had directed a live-action short called Ravidactyl, and it's based on an upcoming comic book that I have coming out in the future called Ravidactyl: Life Beyond Death. And one of the things is that we were able, through a lot of struggle, to get some amazing talent on board just because they believed in it. And that was one of the best feelings, because as an independent artist, we don't have money to kind of pay those Hollywood fees at all. We're doing everything by calling in our friends, our favors, everything we can pull off. So what ended up happening is we actually got David Prowse, who is, you know, Darth Vader from Star Wars, which was amazing, to come on and be our supervillain Sunder. And then we also got Coolio, Grammy Award-winning rapper. And then, of course, we got Donald Faison, who's in Kick-Ass 2. He was also in Clueless and Scrubs, you know. So he's amazing. He plays my character, Gunner, and Coolio plays Medusor. We also got some of the stunt team from the Spider-Man movie to actually play some of the stunts in there, which was really exciting. And, you know, putting that all together and, you know, storyboarding and drawing comic books and making costumes like this custom-made, you know, Kevlar jacket and stuff like that. It's real Kevlar, too. You can punch it.
Wow. Yeah, that actually is. All right, hold on. Oh, and my hand's broken. Okay.
But, no, it's true. And, you know, we were able to get them on board. And it was great. So, you know, when I transitioned into directing live action and doing special effects, you know, it was a very natural transition for me. So I was very, very happy to be able to transition into directing this live action film and just having like the character transform. And then we submitted it and we actually won the New York International Independent Film and Video Festival, which was the first time in history that any live action superhero related piece won any festival of any kind that I'm aware of. So I was like blown away by that, you know, and that really helped open the doors to what I'm doing today.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you also told me that you were an extra, I believe, in The Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises. Well, how was that? Well, and what exactly did you do?
That was, okay, first of all, I turned into a 5-year-old on the set of that, okay? I'll be honest with you. I was so excited. There was a big audition, and they were having it for the people who were going to fight as one of Bane's thugs. And like 2,000 people auditioned for that, and they picked like, I think like 400 of us or something. And I remember going in the audition, and it was an actual walk-on camera roll. So you can see, like, if you see a blur in a ponytail, like for a few seconds, that is actually me fighting behind Bane and Batman. And also in the DVD extras, because, you know, it was that big crowd sequence at the end where we're leading the group, and it was me and 9 other people kind of leading the front line of Bane's team to fight Batman. And I remember Christian Bale walks out on set, and I swear, I'm not joking, I was like, it's Batman! And I smiled like a 5-year-old. And the director, Christopher Nolan, comes, he's like, excuse me, you ponytail guy, stop smiling. This is serious, you have to be angry. I was like, right, okay, I'm going to be angry, you know? But I mean, it was like freaking Batman, dude. It was awesome, you know? So it was a dream come true to just, you know, even have a blurb in that. And I hope that, you know, one day if I'm like an old grandfather, I'll be able to say, that was Grandpa with Batman in the background, you know?
That's awesome. I mean, you know, that really is cool. So I guess the last thing I have to ask you is, where can people find what you're putting out there? I mean, where can they connect with you? Where can they check out what you're creating? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you just a couple of quick things. You know, I got my start in comics drawing for Todd McFarlane for Image Comics Spawn issue number 30. And I really thank him for giving me that start in comics professionally. And then now we're moving on to doing all the new books. So our 3 new books are going to be called Ravidactyl, Life Beyond Death, that's coming out in the future. Codename Justice, that's also coming out. That's this guy there. And GEKDIO is currently available right now at BeyondComics.tv. We have the signed book by Coco, Adrianne Curry, myself, Brandon Wilson, who's the co-creator of GEKDIO, is the writer. And for me as the artist and stuff, it's been a thrill to get it out. They could also follow us on Twitter at BeyondComics, or go to our YouTube channel, which is my name, youtube.com/Graig Weich, GRAIGWEICH, and like us on Facebook. And what else did I leave out? Instagram, I think it's Beyond Comics or Graig Weich on that or something, and whatever nice mumbo-jumbo online cool marketing stuff to help support us independent guys. Oh, and last thing too, we just signed a new sneaker deal, footwear deal, with Namaz Shoes, which is really exciting. That'll be featuring our characters in originally designed, custom-made sneakers. You can go to BeyondSneakers.com to see those. They're kind of cool, so I'm excited about that.
Awesome, Graig. Well, thank you so much for your time. Greatly appreciate it, guys. Plenty more content to come here on the broadcast, so don't go anywhere.
You can appear in our comic books, live-action films, or do a voiceover for one of our cartoons and be immortalized forever just by entering the contest below. We turned supermodel Coco into a superhero, and next it could be you. For more details, or click on one of the links below for our contest raffle. And yes, you or your family, your kids, yourself, anybody can actually win and be immortalized in our upcoming comic books based on my character over here, Ravadactyl, or Codename Justice, which can also be seen in our ComicCon limited edition exclusive comic book called GEKDIO vs. Codename Justice by Brendan Wilson and myself. Also look for GEKDIO #1 available now. Anyway, good luck, hope you win, and stay tuned for more updates at BeyondComics.tv. And to enter the contest, once again, the website is BeyondComics.tv. And make sure to subscribe.
To get Graig Weich and Brendan Wilson's new comic book, GEKDIO, featuring Coco as a superhero, just go to BeyondComics.tv to order your exclusive limited edition, signed original copy. That's BeyondComics.tv to order.